Oh, Judy. I love Judy so much. My favorite thing about Judy is okay, so both Marilyn and Judy were absolute no bullshit. You couldn't get away with anything when those two were around. But Judy had a different perspective. Judy's keyboard was on the side of the room, and you'd think maybe you were getting away with something, or maybe you said a dirty joke that she couldn't hear, or maybe you were goofing around and no one could see, and you just hear, "What are you doing?" from the side every single time. She would always be watching and would always somehow catch just like the crudest moments that your stupid little kid brain could come up with. I love Judy because she was always there to call you out. My other favorite memory is Judy was the first person to tell me that I could sing. It was for a production of Anything Goes, and I got up there and sang DeLovely at the audition, and I didn't even know at that point. And thank God somebody told me because I probably wouldn't be doing it today if I hadn't been inspired by someone that I looked up to and someone that I trusted. And Judy was the first person to look me square in the eye and say, "You can sing. You can sing that." And I'm grateful for that forever.
Hi, my name's Justin Crandall. I did 13 shows with Judy from 1995 to 2000. I think my favorite memory of Judy is probably from the very first show, Evita. I believe I was the youngest person in the cast. I was fairly shy and tried to talk to the adults as little as possible. But Judy would always seek me out and talk to me and ask me how things were going and help me to come out of my shell a little bit. And I know she did that with other people as well as me. She was always really good about being interested in everybody, no matter who you were in the cast. And she really helped it to feel like a family. Thank you, Judy.
Hey, Judy. So I was thinking about the very lucky coincidence that the house I grew up in happened to be just a couple minutes away from where you lived. And so what that meant is for years, you would drive me to and from rehearsals and shows at the Playhouse. And in all of those car rides, we got to talk and we got to have these really wonderful conversations where you would ask me about school, talk to me about the shows we were working on, and I think we really developed a really cool friendship in all of that time. And I felt very seen by you in those moments. So I just wanted to say thank you for that and let you know how much I really appreciate that and cherish those memories today.
Hi, Judy. I just wanted to come on here and give you a big thank you for everything that you've done. You might not realize, but you've had such a big impact on me and my confidence over the years. I remember my very first singing role in one of the Maryland shows, which was The Sound of Music, and I was cast as Liesel. And I was obviously extremely nervous to be singing for the first time in front of a packed audience, and you gave me words of encouragement during rehearsals and made me feel at ease and really built up my confidence so I could go out and give the best performance that I could. So I wanted to thank you for giving me that encouragement and always being there for me and being a great support system during all the Maryland shows. I appreciate you and sending you love, and thank you so much for all your help over the years.
The thing I remember about Judy is how she can control a room. Imagine a room just filled with teenage children, just brimming with energy and buzzing with musical theater love and the need for attention, and her being able to focus us down and get us on the task of learning the simple music for these beautiful shows. She did it with style, she did it with grace, an iron fist. You're the best, Judy. Thank you.
My childhood is filled to the brim with memories of Judy Wiesen. From rehearsals to playing with Jeff at her house, to all the many conversations I've had with her over the years. To pick one memory would probably be silly. But the one thing that consistently sticks out in my mind when I think about Judy is how much respect she always gave me. When I was 8, she treated me like an adult. She talked to me like an adult. She taught me like an adult. And I think that when a director or an educator gives a child that amount of respect and speaks to them like they are a real person, it really opens your eyes and your mind to how much you're capable of. So I really thank Judy for all the respect and love that I feel like she's shown me and all of my friends over the years. Her guidance was really special and meant a lot to me, and still does. I love you, Judy.
What can we say
About
the
honorable,
honest
incredibly talented
pianist
Judy
Judy
Wiesen.
Wiesen? Well, here's what I'll say. She totally took off during the middle of the overture in the Who's Tommy. Everybody's on stage, opening act, opening number, and you hear the synth, you hear the piano, you hear the bass guitar, the electric guitar, the drums. Things are going well. Captain Walker couldn't come home. And then all of a sudden, didn't come home, no more piano. And everybody's like looking around because Judy was great. If you didn't know the melody to your song, she would bang out that melody for you.
Thank God. We needed that.
We did. And she left. She just ran away. She was running. Everybody was looking out into the audience through the floodlights. And all you could see was the back of Judy like jogging up the steps like somebody about to get sick on a plane as it's taking off.
Not her fault.
Not her fault. Because in Judy's mind, she was like, this is a rock opera that doesn't stop. The piano goes from opening number to closing number. I can leave to go pee for Pinball Wizard, but I'm not. I'm going to go right now. And she did. So I think one of the things that I appreciate about Judy is when she has to make hard choices, she thinks deeply about what to do. And not everybody might like it, but she's going to do it anyway.
And I have to say, I feel really grateful that Judy was somebody who introduced me to the arts and introduced me to the love of music. And now as an adult, I consider her a friend, and her children are my friends. And I'm so grateful for Judy and for her whole family and for her impact on all of us in our in the arts.
We love you, Judy.
We love you, Judy!